Good morning, children. Today I am going to start chapter 11, Calorimetry. First topic is heat. Before learning heat, we will memorize arrangement of molecules in different forms of matter, solids, liquids, or gas. In solid, molecules are closely packed. They vibrate about their mean position. So, kinetic energy is least. But intermolecular force is maximum. In liquid, molecules move within the liquid. So, kinetic energy is greater than solid, and intermolecular force is less than solid because they are loosely packed. Molecules are loosely packed. In gas, molecules move randomly. In a container. So, kinetic energy is maximum. Kinetic energy of molecule of gas is maximum and intermolecular force is minimum, least, because they are freely move in a container where it is kept. So, this is the arrangement of molecules. So, we have seen that in solid, liquid, or gas, molecules are in a state of motion. So, they have kinetic energy and they have intermolecular force. Solids have maximum intermolecular force. Liquid less than solid but greater than liquid, gas, and gases have least intermolecular force, but they have. So now heat is a form of energy. The heat energy possessed by body is the internal energy of the body. Which is the sum of internal kinetic energy due to random motion of molecules and internal potential energy due to intermolecular force. So kinetic energy and potential energy of molecule is the reason for heat energy. So heat energy is defined as the energy possessed by body is the internal energy of the body, which is the sum of internal kinetic energy due to random motion of the molecule and internal potential energy due to intermolecular force. Heat always flows from hotter body to colder one. When they are placed together, they are in contact. When two bodies are in contact, heat flows from hotter body to colder one. SI unit of heat. SI unit of heat. This is energy. So SI unit of heat energy is joule. SI unit of heat is joule. And CGS unit of heat is erg. And relation between SI unit and CGS unit is 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 erg. 1 calorie. 1 calorie. 1 calorie is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water. How much? 1 gram of water from 14 degrees Celsius to 15 degrees Celsius. So listen once again. Definition of 1 calorie. 1 calorie is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. One calorie. See relation. 1 calorie and joule. Relation between calorie and joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. And this can be written 4.2 joule. So 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Bigger unit of heat energy. 1 calorie is equal to 1000 calorie is equal to 4200 joule. Thus 1 kilocalorie. 1 kilocalorie is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. So 1 kilocalorie is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water from 14.5 degrees Celsius to 15.5 degrees Celsius. Now, next topic is temperature. Temperature is the parameter. Temperature is the parameter which tells the thermal state of the body. Thermal state means hot or cold. Thermal state means hot or cold. So temperature decide hot or cold. The body is hot or the body is cold. So it is defined as temperature is a parameter which tells the the thermal state of the body. That is the degree of hotness or coldness of the body. Temperature determines the direction of flow of heat when two bodies of different temperature are placed together in contact. When two bodies having different temperature are placed together in contact, then heat start flowing from hot body to cold body. This means that temperature determines the direction. Temperature determines the direction of flow of heat when two bodies of different temperature are placed together in a contact. Suppose this is 100 degrees Celsius and this is 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, and they are placed together. They are in contact. So what will be? This temperature is greater, this temperature is smaller. So temperature means heat start flowing from this body to this body, means higher temperature to lower temperature. So this is the direction. This is the direction. So temperature decides Temperature decides or determines the direction of flow of heat when two bodies of different temperature are placed in contact. Next, see unit of heat. Unit of heat. SI unit of heat is Kelvin. Capital K, it is denoted by capital K. Other unit of temperature is degree Celsius, represented by 0 C, or degree Fahrenheit 0 F. Degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. Relation between them: C Celsius upon 100, Fahrenheit minus 32 by 180, Kelvin minus 273 upon 100. Divide by 50, no, 0 and 2, 20, then you will get C by 5, F minus 32 by 9, and K minus 273 upon 5. So this will be relation between Kelvin, Celsius scale, and Fahrenheit scale. So if you see this and this, you will get temperature in Kelvin scale is equal to 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius. If temperature is given in degree Celsius, then add only 273. This will become in Kelvin scale. Absolute zero. Next term is absolute zero. 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin is known as absolute zero. At this temperature, molecule of a substance seized, that is pressure or volume, becomes almost zero. Becomes almost zero. No further temperature is reduced. If you want to reduce the temperature below absolute zero, it is not possible. It is not possible. And it is equal to minus 273 degrees Celsius. So absolute zero is also equal to minus 273 degree Celsius or 0 Kelvin. At this temperature, molecules of substance is seized. Molecules of substance is seized. Thus, the degree means temperature difference. Degree is the same. Degree is the same on both the scale. Both the scale means Celsius scale and Kelvin scale. In Kelvin scale and in Celsius scale, both will be same. So, temperature difference in degree Celsius is equal to temperature difference in Kelvin scale. So, del T is small t in degree Celsius is equal to del T, capital T, is equal to Kelvin scale. So, in Kelvin scale or in degree Celsius, temperature difference will be same. Factors affecting the quantity of heat absorbed to increase the temperature of the body. It depends on 3 factors. First, mass of the body. Second, the increase in temperature. And third, material of the body. First, object of different mass made the same substance absorb different amount of heat to raise the same temperature. Let us see with an example. if we take two ball made of iron, one having mass 1 kg, other having mass 2 kg. We heat both of them. Temperature rises. Rise of temperature of both ball or body are same. Then you will observe that greater mass 2 kg needs more heat. Greater mass need more heat than the smaller. This means that Q is directly proportional to mass. Q means quantity of heat is directly proportional to mass. Next, objects with equal mass made from the same substance absorb different amount of heat energy to raise their temperature by different amount. Listen, we take two identical balls made of iron having 1 kg. We heat them. One ball gets temperature, rise of temperature 1 degree and other 2 degree. Then you will observe that the body getting greater energy, greater temperature needs more amount of heat. This means that quantity of heat is directly proportional to rise of temperature. Means temperature rises more and more quantity of heat is required. More quantity of heat is required. And third, material of the body. If we take two identical ball having mass 1 kg and 1 kg, but made of different material. One is made by iron and other is made by copper. And we heat such that rise of temperature of both the ball is same. Rise of temperature of both the ball is same. Then you will observe that one get a smaller heat and one get larger heat. Means copper get less heat and iron get more heat. This means that absorb of heat or quantity of heat depends on material of the body for rising the temperature. So different materials needs different quantity of heat to raise the same temperature. So see, Q proportional M and Q proportional del T. So combining this 1 and 2, you can write Q proportional M del T. And equality, proportional is changed by equality, then a constant is taken, C. So Q is equal to C M del T, where C is constant of proportionality known as a specific heat capacity. This is the characteristics of substance. A specific heat capacity is the characteristics of the substance. So this material of the body is the characteristics of heat. characteristics of the substance, or say a specific heat capacity. A specific heat capacity. So, quantity of heat or rise of temperature of a body depends on a specific heat capacity, that means nature of material, mass of the body, and rise of temperature.